Graduation is an annual rite of passage for high school seniors, an opportunity to celebrate 13 years worth of friendships, hard work, and amazing academic accomplishments. It pains us that due to COVID-19, the class of 2020 will not have the traditional graduation ceremony, full of pomp and circumstance that our seniors deserve. Today, we celebrate the class of 2020 with this official virtual graduation, which follows the personal awarding of diplomas to students during small family ceremonies at schools the past 2 weeks. Born while a nation was grieving 9/11 and graduating under the cloud of an international pandemic, the lessons learned and the skills strengthened during the past 18 years will make the class of 2020 stronger, able to tackle and overcome any challenges that lie ahead, and ready to lead us into the future. We are excited that you have joined us today as Chesterfield County Public Schools celebrates and honors the class of 2020.
Good evening. Welcome to the 2020 commencement exercise for Clover Hill High School and the Math and Science High School at Clover Hill. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. I am excited to welcome you to this very special Class of 2020 commencement ceremony. Joining us this evening is the Honorable Dorothy Heffron, Vice Chair, Chesterfield County School Board, Clover Hill District, Dr. Merv Doherty, Superintendent, Chesterfield County Public Schools, and our very own Samuel Bill, Senior Class President, Clover Hill High School. At this time, I'd like to take a few moments to honor some special folks in our audience this evening. To our servicemen and women, we thank you for all you do and have done in service to our country. And while we're showing our appreciation, I'd like to also honor our senior Cavaliers, the young men and women who have made the selfless decision to join your ranks after graduation. From all of us at the Hill, we thank you for all you will do in service to our country. I know that I speak on behalf of the class of 2020 and their families when I extend a sincere token of appreciation to the faculty and staff of Clover Hill High School. With your support, love, and encouragement, our Cavalier class sits before you ready to be conferred graduates this evening. And I'll continue with a special acknowledgement of this year's faculty retirees, Mrs. Barb Leeton, Spanish teacher, and two long-standing Cavaliers who have been pillars of our school community, Mrs. Lori Papa, school librarian, and Mr. Tommy Carter, Dean of Students, and the administrator for this graduating class since you've walked through the doors of Clover Hill High School 4 years ago. On behalf of the students and families that you have touched along the way, thank you and congratulations. Last, but certainly not least, I'd like to turn our attention to the parents and guardians with us this evening. For you are our doctors and nurses. You are our first responders and police officers. You are our teachers and public servants. You are our retail and grocery workers, all who have kept us afloat during this unprecedented time in history. For the last 3 months, the world has recognized you as heroes. But we know that for the past 13 years, you have been that and more. You have been parents, supporters, partners, chauffeurs. You have been everything for your children. And tonight, you get to celebrate them as graduates. On behalf of the faculty and staff at Clover Hill High School, and together with our graduating class of 2020, parents, heroes, we thank you. I'd now like to welcome to the stage our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Merv Doherty.
Success is not an accident. It is a result of your attitude, and your attitude is a choice. E. Chiara. Clover Hill High School, class of 2020, congratulations on reaching this milestone moment in your life. Thank you for your many accomplishments through your K-12 years of education, of learning, volunteering, participating in athletics, involvement in the arts, clubs, and activities. Take a moment. Think about some of the enjoyable moments at school and with your friends. These are memories that will last forever. Success or failure, everything that you have attempted while in school helped to build your foundations for the future. Vince Lombardi stated, "The price of success is hard work, dedication to the job at hand, and determination that whether you win or lose, we have applied the best of ourselves to the task at hand." Also, don't forget the people in your life that have helped you get to this milestone. Your parents, grandparents, other family members, teachers, educators. Let them know how you appreciate their dedication, commitment to your life's journey. You are now beginning a new phase of your life, and the foundations of your characters are set into place. It is extremely important that you set your goals and standards for the future. Ben Franklin stated, "Without continual growth and progress, such words as improvement, achievement, and success have no meaning." No matter what actions or behaviors look like in the past, your next few years are extremely important and valuable in determining your future in years to come. Life is too short to stand around. Reach for the highest goals in life and society. If you're going to be a teacher, be great. If you're going to be a tradesman, be a superstar. If you're going to be a doctor, be the best care you can give to people. Remember, it is not what happens to you in life that makes a person, but it's how you react to life situations what matters. At this time, I would like to read the winners from the two seniors who were selected by Clover Hill High School to receive the Superintendent's Award. First, J.L. Nabazi, who will be attending VCU in the fall, and Sidney Dudley, who will be attending James Madison University in the fall. Congratulations to both. I wish you the very best. In closing, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace. Class of 2020 from Clover Hill High School, congratulations. Be strong, be courageous, be compassionate. Go out into this world and be a difference maker for everyone you meet. God bless you.
Thank you, Dr. Doherty. Now, please welcome the Honorable Mrs. Dorothy Heffron, Vice Chair, Chesterfield County School Board, Clover Hill District.
Staff, faculty, parents, and graduates, it is my honor to have the privilege to address the graduating class of 2020 today. While this year's graduation ceremony maintains many of the traditional elements of pomp and circumstance that you all deserve, this year has been anything but typical. But you're here. You did it. You're graduating. You've made it through a truly challenging situation, and you're here, cap and gown and mask on. Proud smile on your face, even prouder loved ones by your side. You are resilient. Resilience isn't something you can acquire by studying it. Resilience is a skill that must be learned and developed through experiences. And it's not those best day of your life experiences that build resilience. Without adversity, there is no triumph. With no struggle, there is no victory. You are resilient. As you reflect on the years behind you that brought you to this moment, it's easy to remember the high points. And that's a good thing. We all want your school career to be filled with good memories. But as you remember the feeling of joy and accomplishment that comes with achieving a goal, try to keep in mind the path you took to get there. Remember all those late nights studying for the exam that you aced. Remember those early mornings and afternoons spent in the gym perfecting your layup. And never forget how many sketches you crumpled up before painting your portfolio's masterpiece. Always remember how many times things went wrong before they went right. You are resilient. I'll let you in on a secret. This isn't how I expected to deliver my first graduation speech as a member of the school board. Sure, I knew I would be wearing a graduation gown, and I knew I would try to impart a few words of wisdom and encouragement, but I didn't envision addressing an empty room and talking into a camera lens. That's the thing. So often life just doesn't go according to plan. I ran for my school board seat last year, and it was a tough campaign. 2 other candidates were running for the same seat, and here I am, 42-year-old middle school English teacher, mother of 3, who looked up from the newspaper one morning and said to my husband, "I'm going to run for school board." The roadblocks and obstacles I encountered last year seemed never-ending. And then in August, just as I was getting ready to dig in and throw my campaign into overdrive, a terrible thing happened. My father died. And this would have been terrible enough, but he was the man who taught me how to be resilient. He celebrated my tenacity and my grit and my commitment to speaking truth to power. He was my mentor, my hero, and also my #1 fan. And here I was in mile 20 of the marathon, and my cheerleader was gone. And my heart was broken, and there were times that the pain of the loss was unbearable. And I couldn't imagine doing anything else with my time except mourning. But one day I looked up and realized that I wasn't alone. My friends, neighbors, and community were right there beside me. They were still cheering for me. After a few weeks, I stood back up, and I went back out into our neighborhoods, and I talked to people about why our schools mean so much to me. And my dad was right there with me. He always is. We are resilient. It's going to happen. Things will be chugging along just fine, and then suddenly, wham, adversity. Being faced with something awful that's out of your control is scary and overwhelming and stressful, and there's no doubt about it. We don't go out of our way looking for things to go wrong. But when something challenging comes along that you didn't ask for or deserve or even expect, you can get through it. You can find your cheerleaders. There are plenty of us around you. And you can come through the other side stronger, just like steel is made stronger when tempered. You are resilient. I will leave you with the words of my favorite poet, Maya Angelou, who said, "I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it." I wish you all well in everything you do. You are the class of 2020, and you are going to change our world for the better.
Thank you, Mrs. Heffron. Joining us next, please welcome our senior class president, Samuel Bill.
Greetings to the parents, teachers, distinguished guests, and friends here to celebrate the class of 2020. And, most importantly, congratulations to the class of 2020. Seems like just yesterday when we walked through the Spirit Tunnel and into Clover Hill for the first time at freshman kickoff. My love for this school began on that day, and so many new memories and friends were made in the years that followed. Although I may be a little bit biased, I've always thought that our class was special. Whether it be how we participated in the various spirit contests, most of which we won, or even how we held ourselves when school would get hard. We persevered. The bonds and friendships that we have made within our class have woven us together into a family. Senior year seemed like the perfect way to celebrate our time here and all the time that we have accomplished. When I was first elected senior class president, my main goal was to bring us together more than ever. I envisioned a more unified senior class. But now, we're as separate as ever, tucked behind masks and computer screens. I would have never guessed that my final speech would be given in front of a camera instead of in front of my fellow Cavaliers. I feel cheated. I feel cheated out of something that I've worked hard for my entire life. As a band kid, I attended nearly every graduation during high school. I played the graduation song, Pomp and Circumstance, and my throat would often hurt after cheering my friends on when their names were called. I would imagine my name getting called when I was up on that stage. Seeing the pure happiness across the faces of their new graduates will always be a picture I remember. I wanted to feel that joy and sense of accomplishment as well. COVID-19 has taken a lot from us. It has taken time with our friends and teachers. It has stripped us of the fun senior events and has taken away the chance to do this ceremony in person. At times, this virus feels all-powerful, like an unbeatable enemy. But it's not. This virus cannot take away the memories and friendships we have made. It does not erase our accomplishments. We are not the COVID-19 class. We are the class that brought spirit back to Clover Hill as one of the top 6 schools competing for the most spirited high school in the nation. We are the class who cares for one another. We are the class that has repeatedly beaten Cosby in basically everything. As a class of 2020, we can be proud of so many things within our school. Our football team went 8-2 this year. Our music program is better than ever. And we have teachers at this school who work tirelessly to see us succeed. That has not changed. The pride we have as Cavs will not go away. We still look out for one another. We stay connected because the relationships we have made have no limits. Our spirits as Cavs have not faded. If anything, we will come out of this stronger than ever. Cavaliers throughout history have been known to persevere. They've won battles, finished wars, and have even won NBA championships. We are strong as Cavaliers, and the relationships we've made here have made us well prepared for the future. Thank you for the honor of serving as your senior class president. Go Cavs.
Thank you, Sam, and well done. At this time, I'd like to take a moment to recognize a few of our Cavaliers whose academic achievement and special accomplishments have earned them recognition this evening. First, from our Math and Science Specialty Center, Sidney Dudley. Sidney was chosen by the faculty within the Math and Sci program for her outstanding academic achievement, exceptional character, and service to the school community. Sidney has taken some of the most challenging courses at Clover Hill High School and earned a GPA of a 4.82. Congratulations, Sidney. Now we will proceed with recognizing 2 students whose hard work and many sacrifices have earned them the distinction of Valedictorian and Salutatorian for our graduating class of 2020. First, with a GPA of 4.82, congratulations to the Clover Hill High School Salutatorian, Lauren Scherer. And your Valedictorian for the Clover Hill High School class of 2020 with a GPA of 4.88, congratulations, Joseph Rue. Well done, Joseph and Lauren, and congratulations again on your remarkable accomplishments. Seniors, over the past 3 months and even tonight, you've heard a lot about COVID-19, the pandemic, and how it's currently upended our way of life, including your traditional celebrations, such as prom, senior picnic, and graduation. While this truly is an unprecedented time, and perhaps even a little scary, I would be remiss if I didn't use this time to remind you that this is, in fact, just a moment. And you are much bigger than this moment. Sure, when you look back on high school, you'll remember your senior year and you'll remember how it ended. But that will not be your legacy. Not quite feeling me? Let me try to prove it to you. Seniors, this year alone, with your spirit, we set attendance and gate records at athletic events that hadn't been realized in years. We cheered together as our senior-laden football team returned to the playoffs with their best record in over half a decade. Not to be outdone, en route to their own playoff run, our women's field hockey team, led by a core group of seniors, carried our coach Clopton to 100 career wins. And how about our seniors in our, once again, superior bands program, who secured not 1, not 2, but 3 highly coveted invitations to perform at the Centennial Veterans Day Parade in New York City, the Governor's Jewel Recognition event here in Virginia, and who became the first musical program from Chesterfield County Public Schools to receive an invitation to perform at Carnegie Hall. Our Theater on the Hill group, led again by seniors, became the first ever Clover Hill group to win the region and take the one act to the VHSL state competition. And let's not forget our senior Cavaliers whose short film Mending went on to win awards at national competitions in New York City and Seattle against actual amateur filmmakers around the world. And just when you thought they couldn't get any better, with your senior leadership this year, our award-winning show choir achieved program firsts, winning the Manchester High School competition and upending their national rival for the first time in the West Virginia competition. So, it should be no surprise that with the efforts of our senior class leaders and yearbook sponsors, Clover Hill High School was named as one of 6 national finalists for the Most Spirited High School of the Year award. In your graduating class, there are founders and co-founders of nonprofits, entrepreneurs, national merit semifinalists, gold key winners, all district athletes and musicians, too many accolades to name here tonight. These are your accomplishments. This is your legacy. And as remarkable as your accomplishments as seniors have been, that's not what I will remember the most. I'll remember a group of seniors who embraced change and new leadership. I'll remember a group of seniors who accepted the challenge to lead with me, to partner, and to show a new principal what it means to be a Cavalier. I'll remember scores of seniors who showed up to mentor our 9th graders and created a first day experience for them that I can say with confidence is unmatched anywhere. I'll never forget how many of you, more than I can name, who stopped to talk to me in the halls, genuinely, to ask how I was doing. And some days, believe me, I needed that. I've seen your leadership, I felt your compassion, and I witnessed your service to school and community. That is who you are. This is your legacy. So yeah, you're bigger than this moment, and your time here has been riddled with collective and individual successes and countless displays of leadership, collaboration, and character. Now, moving forward, you will need to rely on another trait that you learned along the way from your teachers, your parents, and your peers. You'll need grit. I talk a lot about the ability to bounce back, to be resilient. You've done this for the better part of 13 years in the classroom, on the competition fields, and in your personal lives. You've overcome obstacles, and you've persevered. The pandemic doesn't change that. Rather, it underscores the need now more than ever to have grit. But this is what helps me sleep at night, because I know that while we will celebrate again with high fives, fist bumps, and hugs, you are prepared to deal with the changes that will result from this public health crisis. I know that you are prepared to face adversity. I know that you are prepared to collaborate and think critically to solve problems. I know that you are ready to lead. The lessons that you learned will shape your responses, and you will ensure that we, as a society, are prepared to defeat future threats to our way of life. You will be proof that while hardships and adversity might shape us, they will not define us. That is what I know. This is your legacy. Class of 2020, I'll close with this advice. Do not be a spectator. Be a participant. Former President John F. Kennedy once said, "Every accomplishment starts with the decision to try." I can tell you that the only regrets you'll have in life are the opportunities you don't chase, the moments you don't seize. Seniors, your greatness awaits, and no pandemic or public health crisis can stand in your way. And now, it's time for the fun part, the part that you've all waited for. Dr. Doherty, I certify that these candidates have met the requirements established by the Commonwealth of Virginia and Chesterfield County, and they are eligible to receive their diplomas.
Samuel Acosta, Hunter Ford Alacio, Blake Thomas Albright, Emilio Gasper Alfonso, Ednet Aliu, Grace Ann Allen, Andrea Sophia Alvarado Grant, Aislinn Daniela Alvarez Landaverde, Olivia Grace Anderson, Colton Jonas Andrews, Madison Grace Anonik, Olivia Dove Appleruth, Dylan Robert Appleman, Angela Naomi Aquino Chavez, Roman Alexander Arce, Caleb Jordan Armwood, Desiree Lenore Atkins, Sean Marie Atzinger, Melvin Enos Jackson Austin III, William Vladimir Avalos Jr., Malik Darren Garland Bailey, Derek Tyron Baker, Kathleen Esther Luis Balanza, Justin Graham Barnhouse, Sarah Elizabeth Beasley, Jessie Sue Bell, Olivia Grace Bello, Easton Webb Bennett, Madeline Josephine Benson, Brooke Danielle Berardo, Andreas Felipe Bermudez Aguirre, Xavier Christian Burvine, Miles Taylor Bay, Joseph Anthony Bybee, Samuel Robert Bill, Taylor Ann Blackwell, Anna Caroline Bland, Abby Rose Blevins, Alyssa Monet Bond, Sophrina Eleanor Boone, Austin Ray Booth, Justin Michael Bordeaux, Samantha Marie Bauer, Emma Marie Bowers, Jaquez Devon Boyd, Nathan Ray Brawley, Chelsea Ann Brennan, Asia Noel Brogdon, Evan Colin Brooks, Ashlyn Elise Brown, Brianna Sean Brown, Haley Noel Brown, Jahari Tahir Brown, Nicholas Craig Brown, Robert Tyler Brownlee, John Andre Mangarlinden Buban, Lily Kathleen Buckley, Emma Elizabeth Burke, Andrew Dale Burnett, Matthew Joseph Burton, Benjamin Kyle Bustamante, Anaya Cherie Bird, Robert Jacob Caldwell, Christian Alexander Campbell Fletcher, Lucia Kim Carl, Chase Douglas Cashin, Nathaniel Lee Chafin, Yishan Cheng, Royce Charles Childress, Torre Chamont Christian, Damian Ellis Clark, Jalen Shania Clark, Jordan Anaya Clark, Molly Jane Claus, Colby Taylor Clevenger, Ashley Elizabeth Clements, Dalton Lee Collins, Saray Meadow Conyers, Samaya Kuvadia, Georgia Elizabeth Cope, David Thomas Coppage, Joshua Benjamin Stansfield Kornatzer, Stephanie Nicole Crawford, Jalen Shaquille Kraft, Kylie Amber Crow, Michael Smithson Crow Jr., Logan Noel Crow, Justice DeMar Culp, Alexander James Dale, Cody Sean Dameron, John Nathaniel Dargan, Julian Juanito Dart, Gabriel Hale Dawley, Haley Angelina Davenport, Elizabeth Grace Davis, Spencer Lance Davis, Ricky Della Rosa, Alexandria Marie Dean, Dea Shayana DeBerry, Corinne Angeline Deary, Iman Vasquez Della Rosa, Caitlin Elizabeth DiMatteo, Emma Grace Dedamore, Sarwan Singh Dillon, Christian Matthew Diaz Perez, Ellie Lauren Dybert, Jacob Boyd Dickinson, Alyssa Marie Diefenbach, Aubrey Ann Dobler, Zachary Adam Dobson, Rebecca Marie Dorman, Thomas James Domer, Mason Weeks Dooley, Monica Ann Doyle, Kari Ramon Dublin, Lamont Taekwon DeBose, Sidney Lilia Dudley, Michaela Grace Dunham Quigley, Alora Rose Donovan, Angel New DeWong, Mia Alexis Dyson, James Conrad Elliott, John Michael Edward Elliott, Samuel Ellis Carr, Thomas George Inslee, Raekwon Amadre Epps, Catherine Michelle Escobar Gutierrez, Sonia Aria Evans, Taman Montrell Evans, Dominic Fasquette, Benjamin Noel Fantel, Noah Lawrence Fans, Rhea Ariel Farquharson, Emma Grace Ficara, Ryan Edward Firth, Keyshawn Devontae Fisher, Sarah James Fisher, Patrick William Fleming, Joshua James Flournoy, Bren Olivia Floodvich, Cameron Dimitri Ford, Nicholas John Fortin, Valerie Joanna Jeanette Fortin, Cole Bennett Foster, Maxwell Moore Foster, Neve Ligana Fuller, Jaden Malik Gaines, Mira Yogesh Gandhi, Madeline Marie Garber, Christina Hope Janaeus, Logan Nicole Gibbs Porter, Arbaz Singh Gill, Logan Carter Gill, Manreet Kaur Gill, Eliza Lynn Ginsburg, Talia Jada Lynn Glover, Hunter Elizabeth Goddard, Owen Nathaniel Gadu, Kevin Gomez, Kimberly Patricia Gonzalez, Dominic Traquan Good, Kiara Michelle Good, Brennan Sullivan Gould, Larry Wayne Grant Jr., Christopher Patrick Greatwood, Mark Christopher Green, Jacob Wyatt Green, Keegan Reese Green, Wiley Nathaniel Green, Marissa Noel Griffin, Carly Ann Gropp, Taylor Zofia Gross, Raza Aga Hader, Kalina Marie Hall, Romello Ezekiel Hamilton, Kayla Hope Hampton, Mina Phelan Harmon, Dominique Rashad Harrington, Micaiah Michelle Harris, Zenoba Asha Murphy Hassan, Evan Scott Hasforth, Grayson Charles Haywood, Zaire Amani Henderson, Sharon Rose Henry Chandergaskar, Lauren Elizabeth Hensley, Ricky Darnell Henson II, Michael Aaron Hernandez, Onise Aid Hernandez Huertas, Abigail Rose Hartless, Miltiana Chanel Hicks, Isaiah Saray Hill, Abigail Kirsten Hines, Kayla Olivia Hines, Madison Reed Hoffman, Spencer Evan Hoisington, Levi Isaac Horn, Jane Elise Houchin, Emily Elise Hauser, Jameson Paul Hugenberg, Melissa Natasha Hurst, Cynthia Alina Ing, Hania J. Ichabal, Noah Austin Isaacs, Alexis Sabrina Ives, William Henry Jadwin, Logan Page Jalvert, Sierra Michelle Jalvert, Kiera Janae James, Lauren Catherine Jameson, Alyssa Zanaya Jamil, Mackenzie Aaron Jaquez, Savoy Shaddai Jasper, Xavier Leland Jefferson Jr., Anders Oscar Jensen, Elizabeth Louise Johnson, Grace Claire Johnson, Jaden Micah Terry Johnson, Kara Noel Johnson, Xavier Demetrius Johnson Carr, Ethan Kane Johnston, Adam Xavier Jones, Sage Jakari Jones, Sanaya Nicole Jones, Sukhpreet Kaur Kang, Prableen Kaur, Gabrielle Marie Kemp, Colin James Kennedy, L. Yuna Kim, Brooke Nicole King, Emily Grace King, John Byron Knickerbocker, Cassidy Lane Cochin, Noah Scott Corver, Andrew Hamish Kunkel, Jana Suzanne Labella, Carson Michael Last, Alexandra Dominica Latino, Abigail Irene Laughlin, Christopher Levon, Preston Michael Lawhorn, Jalen Dominique Lee, Sung Yoon Lee, Emma Catherine Levon, Catherine Ola Grace Lewis, Jacob Cole Lewis, Marlia Yvette Lewis, Jose Octavio Lavia, Evelyn Bin Yi Lindemuth, Zoe Beth Lindsay, Alexander Liu, Logan Carlton Liverman, Jessica Rosa Lopez, Candace Marie Laux, Chase Pierston Laux, Audrey Nancy McMeekin, Samantha Emily Sue Madden, Caitlin Elizabeth Maduras, Aiden McLeod McGee, Christopher Andrew Mano, Elijah Wayne Martin. Dylan Matthew Matheny. Rachel Elizabeth Matthews. Trevor Dean Matthews. Lydia K. McBee. Sidney Elizabeth McCallie. Kenna Elise McCarthy. Gregory Ryan McClary. Sean Marshall McCorkle. Samuel Ryan McCormick. Carlia Gabriel McCoy. Sarah Catherine McCoy. Jacob Cade McDaniel. Samantha Ann McFadden. Margaret Ann McGonigal. Andrew Luke McGowan. Connor Spencer McGowan. Anthony Martin McLaurin. Aidan Martin McNamara. Megan Ashley Meador. Quinn Edward Mell. Cameron Alexander Malia. Grace Elizabeth Merkel. Arkyla Tanae Miller. Cassidy Love Miller. Dylan Todd Miller. Jada Michelle Miller. Trinity Lee Miller. Tiana Ainsley Mitchell. Jacob McIntyre Moats. James Todd Mobley Jr. Riley Elizabeth Ann Moffett. Cheyenne Faith Mohammed. Mason Joseph Moore. Anderson Junius Morgan III. David Nathaniel Morton. Tamar Amir Janice Moses. Hannah Nicole Mott. Julia Allison Mudrick. Roshan Zahid Mughal. Harrison Jacob Mulkey. Abigail Paige Murr. Grace Elizabeth Murr. Mark Thomas Myers. Colby Dejuan Miles. Brandon Edward Newcomb. Jaden Ethan Newman. Lucianne Juan Lee Nime. Victoria Jean Nielsen. Jael Nanagani Natabazi. Alexis Jocelyn Nunez. Aiden Kristen Obenrader. Thomas Edward O'Halloran. Kaylee Marie Fidelina Oliva. Eric Bernard Olson. Samantha Abigail Oriana Rodriguez. Ahmed Abdul Rahman Osman. Hassan Rashid Otara. Conte Trina Marie Owen. Cardera Ashanti Page. Karan Nimesh Parek. Lillian Francis Parker. Logan Gregory Parker. Alexis Jaden Peck. Aubrey Jade Peck. Darius Marquise Pegram. Judah Murphy Pepper. Antonio Carlo Peralta. Clarice Isabella Peters. Christopher Dylan Phelps. Matthew Cole Pierce. Natalie Deborah Peach. Christopher Thomas Pizzini. Amanda Joan Punch. Thomas Jordan Powell. William Tyler Powell. Brianna Marie Powers. Isaiah Stephen Proctor. Taekwon Taiki Pryor. Abigail Madison Puckett. Ethan Alexander Keelace. George Holland Raffy. Sarah Diane Ralph. Grace E. Randall. Tanner James Randall. Mihakpreet Singh Radwan. Daniel Mohammed Rashid. Julia Elizabeth Rao. Jalen Terrell Reed Robertson, Nathan Scott Rhodes, Eric Adrian Rice, Wade Allen Richardson III, Joseph Fenelon Ryu VII, Randa Mitchell Rising, Kayla Marie Riviera, Nasir Malik Rock, Brandeis Thomas Rodriguez, Yesenia Isabel Rodriguez, Sierra K. Rogers, Alexis Faith Ross, Camilla Jacqueline Ruiz, Alden Mitchell Ryan, Emma Grace Saylor, Mary Angelique Bakugan Salvani, Austin Demetrius Sanders, Patrick Gerald Santillana, Camille Lee Satterwhite, Lauren Nicole Scherer, Brennan Robert Schuler, Jessica Jerapina Schultz, Hannah Dory Scoble, Brianna Aaliyah Scott, Joshua Aiden Seaford, Kayla Alexis C., Jed Anthony Seredny, Bailey Hannah Sherwood, Ella Caroline Shields, Kayla Noel Shore, Aaron Matthew Shrewsbury, Nabil Hafez Siddiqui, Brandon David Siljanowski, Alyssa Michelle Simmons, Callie Rose Simmons, Jensen Woods Slater, Dylan Thomas Smith, Jolie Adele Smith, Love Amari Smith, Maceo Effie Eshu Smith, Hadrian William Sneed, Andy Elizabeth Sodini, Sonia Marie Sanier, Melissa Joy Spinelli, Cameron Michael Stahl, Catherine Ann Steenkammer, Cameron James Stewart, Ethan Tyrese Stiles, Patrick Thomas Stock, Aaliyah Marie Stone, Autumn Marie Stump, Lila Elizabeth Tadlock, Harold Danielle Tapia, Michelle Tapia Lopez, Kayla Nicole Taylor, Dylan Spencer Teague, Antonia Monet Teal, Kalina Ann Theo, Thalia Maya Thompson, Jade Marie Tinker, Benjamin Brian Tolbert, Mason Hunter Townley, Megan Elizabeth Tracy, Aaron Thomas Tragle II, Mario Alicio Trancoso, Julian Reginald Turner, Josiah Ugochukwu Uwanika Jr., William Valson Jr., Brandon Michael Vaughn, Sarah Alicia Vega, Josue Alberto Velasquez Loomis, Jacob Jeffrey Verbeek, Trent Philip Vera, Javen Andrew Vidovich, David James Wade, Matthew Mwai Waititu, Roderick Antonio Walker, Nora Catherine Walsh, Alexander Ferreres Warren, Tiana Julia Washington, Hannah Diane Weatherford, Ryan Jackson Weber, Stefan Bautista Weingartner, Jacob McCabe Welch, Holly Ann Westcott, Caroline Preston White, Christina Ann White, Rebecca Jean White, Sydney Allen Bell Whitmore, Carmine Faith Whittingham, Alyssa Lee Wilkinson, Elizabeth Brooks Williams, Joanna Florence Williams, Owen Nicholas Williams, Kashim Stantez Williams Wise, Alchemaic Marshall Wilson, Logan Jericho Wiltshire, Sarah Marshall Wimbish, Amaya Elise Winston, Nigel Carl Winston, Kayleen Danielle Winters, Elena Margaret Woodard, Eugene Youngman Yee, Zachary David Yost, Perry Austin Yu, Adam Parker Zoldork.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia and the School Board of Chesterfield County, I hereby certify that these members of the Clover Hill High School Class of 2020 have fulfilled each requirement for graduation and therefore are awarded a Clover Hill High School diploma with all rights and privileges thereunto belonging. Seniors, you may now move your tassels from the right of your cap to the left. I now proclaim you graduates of the Clover Hill High School Class of 2020. We are so proud of you. And Cavs, before you go, remember that you'll always have a home here at the Hill. But now, as you go, remember to go boldly, go intentionally, and as always, and I need you to say it with me one more time, go Cavs.